Hello, ladies and doggies. Well, in this raw opinion, I'm gonna talk about the surprise Nintendo Direct for the franchise of Star Fox that happened today. It was not announced, and everybody was talking about what was going to be the surprise, a new game, a new franchise, but no. The thing is, they announced a new, air quotes, new game, and that's Star Fox, but it's a remake from the Star Fox 64 of the year 1997 that launched on the Nintendo 64. For me, it's okay. I think Nintendo, it's very clever that they do more remakes of such a vast library they have during the years. I mean, I wish they made the remakes of the Metroid from the Super Nintendo and the Game Boys and the Game Boy Advance. But I don't know why they don't do it. They have so many games. They're hidden in the forbidden and forgotten chest that they don't open it. I don't know why, but okay. So they announced this remake of the Star Fox 64 for the Nintendo Switch 2. And what they explained in the video was that the stage layouts are the same from the original, but the graphics are completely remade and modern. So a typical remake, I imagine they also upgraded the gameplay to be the standard gameplay in 2026. So what I gather information about it, they added new cutscenes, they have new voice dialogues, and new music, orchestral music. So as always, Nintendo takes care of the music aspect of the games in a high note. There's gonna be a new prologue mission, protagonist and you play as the dad of Fox McCloud. So it's like going back in time and play as the dad of Fox McCloud. And also they have apart from the history of the main campaign, they have new challenge modes with different objectives in the same layouts, but with different objectives. So you have more challenges, and also a multiplayer mode up to 4 players versus 4 players in dogfights. But not only is deathmatch, it's also multiplayer objectives like recovering some cargo, very important cargo, and you have to defend it. But it's not only deathmatch, and that's cool. And well, in general, it's nice that the Nintendo Switch 2 has more, in a way, original games, not only games from the online store. Like, you can play the original in the online store of Nintendo, but this is a remake. So in a way, it's a new game. And the Nintendo Switch 2 needs a lot of software. I mean, they have a lot of ideas, but they don't have new games. So it's lacking on original Nintendo games, not third-party games, because in this generation or on the Nintendo Switch 2, you are getting the third-party games as the other 2 consoles, the Xbox and the PlayStation. But they need to attract the Nintendo fan base. And as I say, the exclusivities of the Nintendo are the most strong ones. Between these 3, the IPs of Nintendo are magical. They print money. So It's cool that they make these remakes, and I hope that Nintendo thinks about it and make more remakes about other franchises also and other games. So the last game of the Star Fox franchise was 10 years ago for the Nintendo Wii U, this forgotten console that even Nintendo didn't know how to market it or to name it, to brand it, because what is the sequel of the Nintendo Wii, or is just an attachment, the control with the screen on? So, well, that's for another video. The Wii U, it's interesting because it had good games, interesting ideas as always, but the execution was very bad from Nintendo. So the first game of Star Fox was for the Super Nintendo in the year 1993. It was the first game that used the FX chip, that chip that made it like a 3D effect on the games. I remember when I played it, I didn't play, I play a little bit the Nintendo 64 Star Fox, but after that I didn't play the franchise never again. But I remember very clearly when I played the first time the Star Fox from the Super Nintendo, I was blown away with this chip and these graphics, because I didn't have a PC, I had a Super Nintendo. So for me, seeing 3D graphics in a 2D console, whoa, that was amazing, baby. So I remember with a lot of love that first Star Fox. And yeah, so also they made the decision that Fox McCloud appear in the recent movie Mario Galaxy. I haven't seen it, but he's a main character there, I read, and this makes sense because from that movie they can like mix the branding, and this remake can have a punch in the market because it's going to be trendy. So I hope for Nintendo, for the competition, and for in general video games, that this Star Fox 64 is gonna be huge, or it sells good, and yeah, I hope Nintendo makes more remakes. Hopefully.